Hello students, welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. Myself Ravindra Pradeep Phadke. Today we are going to have a lecture for SYBMS, Banking and Insurance and Financial Market. We are covering the topic is monetary policy. So now without wasting a time, let's start with the today's topic. In this particular topic, we will cover the meaning, definition given by various economists as well as instruments, their objectives, limitations and conclusion. Now, what is the meaning of monetary policy? Students, always remember one thing. Whenever we learn the Indian economy, that time two policies are very important. One is known as monetary and another is known as fiscal policy. Monetary policy is governed by Reserve Bank of India and fiscal policy is governed or regularized by Central Government of India. Under monetary policy, Reserve Bank of India work with few objectives such as money supply, price stability, control on inflation as well as the rate of interest. Money supply is one of the biggest challenge in front of Reserve Bank of India. In what number money should get supply into the market as well as what would be the rate of interest in the market. What would be the inflation rate? Inflation is definitely not in the hands of RBI, but RBI can definitely interfere to control over the inflation, as well as RBI can easily maintain price stability by increasing or decreasing tax rates. So now let us see how it basically works. Now, without understanding the prefix definition given by Shapiro and Mankiv, the instruments of monetary policy, you won't be understand. So what Shapiro says that it is the central bank's control over the money supply as an instrument for achieving the objectives of economic policy. Here, Reserve Bank of India develops some objectives for economic and economic policies in terms of money supply. Monetary policy, it refers to the setting of the money supply in the economy by the central bank. Ultimately, it is completely in the hands of Reserve Bank of India in what quantity money should be there and what would be the flow of money in the market. When to absorb, when to inject money. So these are the two policies. Injection and absorption of money supply in the market is done with the help of various instruments called general or quantitative credit control and selective or qualitative credit control. RBI has developed various tools or instruments to make control over the supply of money, but RBI never apply all the instruments together because the impact or the necessity of all these instruments are not being really needed every time in every moment. So that time they decide which instrument would be more effective and accordingly they implement that particular tool or an instrument to execute or to get the results. So let us first begin with the quantitative or general credit control, or you can say it is internal control. One, bank rate. Now what is the bank rate? Bank rate is nothing but the interest rate which is offered by central bank to the commercial bank. The rate at which commercial bank borrows money, loan from central bank is known as bank rate. Often Reserve Bank of India discount bills for their trade, for their commerce. That time the rate which is implied called as bank rate. Then another instrument under general or quantitative credit control is known as open market operations, that is OMO. Under OMO, Reserve Bank of India sells government securities in the market. Those securities preferably purchased by commercial bank, big industrialists, foreign traders, or etc. Now see here, this way money gets automatically supplied from commercial banks to the central bank. That time the availability of funds, availability of money with commercial banks will be lesser, and due to lesser or lack of money supply, commercial banks lending capacity towards people also get reduced. But commercial bank never upfront and tell the people that they are running with the shortage of money. Now in case if people approaches to commercial bank, that time commercial bank never tell them openly that we don't have money. They clearly said that they are having high interest rate. So definitely when the interest rate is too high, that time people who drop their idea and they don't go further. Which government securities basically available in the open markets operation, that is treasury bills. Treasury bills always get sold in the market through auction process. These treasury bills are available for 15 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, or up to 1 year. Treasury bills are one of the major important instrument of money market. Cash reserve ratio, that is CRR. CRR is nothing but when the commercial bank has to maintain some basic or minimum reserves with the custody of Reserve Bank of India. The funds which commercial bank has to maintain with the Reserve Bank of India is called net demand and time liabilities. So now in case if CRR rate increases, commercial bank has to increase stock of money with the custody of Reserve Bank of India and vice versa. This way Reserve Bank of India can easily control commercial bank. Always remember, whenever Reserve Bank of India wants to control money among common people, and in case Reserve Bank of India is not directly reachable to the public, that time they first directly control commercial bank, because commercial banks are the one who is directly connected with central bank and people. So whenever they actually inject and absorb the money for commercial bank, automatically money get released or money get easily inside the commercial bank's custody. Statutory liquidity ratio. This is another tool which commonly used by Reserve Bank of India. Under SLR, every commercial bank has to maintain some basic liabilities such as liquid assets, government securities, cash, gold securities, foreign investments with the Reserve Bank of India. Same here also. In case if the SLR rate rises, all these investments will increase and the lending capacity of commercial bank will reduce. People will not get the money at a very cheap interest rate and easily they can control the money supply. Always remember, whenever Reserve Bank of India wants to control money supply, they will never openly give you any publications that now we are controlling money supply. No, these are the instruments which they will apply directly or indirectly, or you can say explicitly or implicitly in their policy, which is called monetary policy. Now, after quantitative like bank rate, CRR, SLR, OMO, many more instruments recently developed called liquidity adjustment facility, that is LAF, MSF, that is marginal standing facility, also these days used as a major tool to control money supply or credit in the economy. Now, after quantitative, qualitative credit control called selective credit control. What is the major difference between quantitative and selective credit control? Quantitative credit control, you can say that it is one of the implicit or an internal tool where central bank can directly impose the restrictions on the lending capacity by increasing the various interest rates, whereas in case of qualitative they use explicit method. Now, under explicit method, the very first common method usually they use, which is known as margin requirement. Now, what is meaning of margin requirement? Margin requirement is the portion of the market price of an asset which is not eligible for loan. In case if you would have asked for 1 lakh rupee loan from a bank, bank will sanction only 80,000. The 20,000 will be the margin amount. So in case if you want exact 1 lakh rupees in your hand, you need to ask for 1.20. So you will get your actual demanded value in your hand. The higher the margin, the lesser the value of the loan sanction. This is what the rule which we follow. Consumer credit regulation. Now, consumer credit regulation is always depends upon the past history of that consumer, past history, past payment history of that consumer, and that past payment history is calculated with the help of CIBIL score. So every time bank check the CIBIL score of that consumer. Now, often it happens that consumer or account holder comes to a bank manager and tell them that, sir, we never had taken loan in the past date. Even this is also one of the lacuna in the entire process, that you have not taken the loan. Means you are not taking the risk. Why? Because you might be not able or you are not confident to pay your loan amount on time. So these are the various parameters or criteria get calculated while considering the credit regulation of consumer. Directives are nothing but to get the direction how to work and what would be the approach of work. Reserve Bank of India always gives direction to entire commercial bank, but these direction Reserve Bank of India or any central bank received from Bank for International Settlement, that is BIS, and the headquarter of BIS is located at Basel. So usually at the Basel committee they decide what would be the work or how bank should work in the economy, how bank will coordinate the commercial bank, and while coordinating the commercial bank, the mutual interest of public also has to get properly developed or to retain. Moral suasion. Moral suasion is more or less psychological impact or psychological factor where the heads of various commercial banks comes together, they regularly or on the proper interval they meet together, they discuss the problems which they encounter during their work and they try to find a solution by discussion. Rationing of credit. How much credit should get received to every consumer or an account holder? So it depends upon ultimately the past payment records only. Direct action. If Reserve Bank of India gives some direct liabilities or direction to work for commercial bank, in case commercial bank get failed to follow the pro forma or the protocol which is set by Reserve Bank of India, that time easily Reserve Bank of India can take direct action. Sometimes Reserve Bank of India may cancel the license of that respective commercial bank also if they would have not been able to maintain CRR rate, SLR rate by first notice, second notice, third notice. They always give them intimation that these interest rates have continuously falling down, so please increase your performance, and even this entire performance also get calculated. So I hope you have understood the entire monetary policy. So the crux of this entire monetary policy is nothing but money supply. If you like this video, please subscribe our channel and don't forget to press bell icon. Thank you very much.